Big Mac.
Maybe just a smile. Tommy, did you know that you broke the law? They had your vest for a while.
This is real shit.
And it had your taser gun. Well, that
You get to see the real me on this one.
Corrupt cop. Badge 36. MC Frosty owns you, Tommy. Got you where I want you. Oh yeah. Tommy. Got you where I want you. Where I want you. I want you. Yeah. Suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. Wound you like I do, or press me like no other. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. When you rock me, baby, put me full string lover. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. Wound you like I do, or press me like no other. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. When you rock me, baby, gotta put me full string lover. I think I'm smart, you sweet thing. Tell me my name, your career is dying here, Tommy. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. Got you where I want you. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. Oh yeah. Rock me, baby, put me full screen, Tommy. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister. I got you where I want you. Suffer, suffer, you shouldn't charge my sister.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. All right, you get the face of. Oh shit! I was gonna play that one too, but hey guys, what a Big Mac, Snert Gonzo, Dante Estelle, Stu, Snert Gonzo, Brandy Bargett. Fuck. I woke up today and tried some toothpaste. Checked my Facebook and. Many condolences going out to a buddy of mine, a friend, another one passed away, guys, another one. So, I've been telling you guys about all the people passing away lately around my city that I'm loosely connected with. This is an actual dude, he's a friend, not super close, but his name's Dean Patanella, rest in peace. He died a couple of days ago, apparently. I don't know exactly why. I'm not sure. I don't know Lone Wolf, but it is related to MC Frosty as well, pretty significantly. Well, I'm going to show you guys some pictures here. This is just this is how I pay my respects, guys. Don't donate or anything during the stream, please. I'm not going to try and make any money, but this is it's a little hard. So here I'm gonna put his a few pictures up here of him. So this is a buddy. We worked together for probably like 7 years at a telemarketing place, Beauty Rock, something around that. We became pretty good friends. We'd party after work, smoke weed, whatever. He has troubles like everybody else. A picture of him. We kept in touch though over the years, big time. We'd always say fucking. It was always hugs when we see each other. Whatever, YouTube. Yeah, this is a buddy. Now this is fucking weird too. This is his last Facebook post. His birthday was in early January. he's 2 years older than me or something like that, maybe 3. But this was his last post. There are more civilians in this country than there are police and government officials. Let's stand our grounds and stand tall and proud. We're getting worldwide support. We need to keep this upper hand and get what we want. It's time to accept COVID like we accepted every other disease. Get over it, move on. If we die, we die. Shit. It's life. It's not like we are here forever. We're all going to die someday, somehow. Either cancer or COVID or hepatitis. Stand our grounds. Now here's how Dean relates to MC Frosty. So there, out of all the deaths that I've been mentioning, there's been a couple. Like a while ago, my buddy Bud O'Byrne passed away. Fat Addict. I did a song with him. Rest in peace as well. It's been over a couple years since he passed. Thank you guys. Yeah. There's a lot of young people dying. I don't know what the fuck was this one. I haven't really looked into it. I've literally woke up like 2 hours ago and been just, I don't know, had some breakfast and just kind of processing it. He was, I know this is fucking weird. He was the dude. Who sent me these pictures. He was the dude who sent me these pictures of Tommy McKay right here. I was just talking about this fucking 2 nights ago, bud. Thank you, Jesse Couture. Sorry, I'm a little shook up by this one. He's really like been improving his life. He owned his own business, a house painting business. He had two kids, I believe, a daughter and a son, I think, maybe 3, but I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really know his kids at all. I don't know how he died. I don't want to speculate, but it could have been a number of things. I don't know about getting wasted, but this is probably just gonna be a short stream. I'm having a buddy stop by later or something. I don't know. It's sad, man. It's sad. Fuck. This one touches me. Like, last time I seen him, he was just he's an outdoorsy type guy. He was into like motorbikes. Loves fast cars. Fucking all terrain vehicles. Biking, rollerblading, that type of shit. So last time I seen him, he was on his bike. He fucking yells at me, calls me over. He's like trying to get my advice on a new computer that he was buying, and just all always positive vibes. Good soul. He'd been in some trouble through his life, but he was definitely he's definitely a good man. Took care of his kids, loved his fucking kids. I know that shit. Give him a phone call. Yeah, I can't do that. JJ, he passed away. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, he was down with MC Frosty, and what I was trying to do to expose some of the corruption, I guess, in Cornwall with the police and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's not nice, Dante. But yeah, he was a ladies' man. Just fucking slayed the pussy. Just fun guy to be around, and fucking stings. It stings. This one stings. Always, send him a message anytime. He'd always respond to me. He was trying to help me out even further with beyond just sending me those pictures. He had some other possibilities to help me fight what probably would have been a losing war against my fucking Cornwall Police Service. But it just sucks, man. There's a lot of people dying in this fucking city, and our city's pretty small, so it's bound that you're gonna fucking know a few of them, or at least. But this guy's closer. Like, yeah, fuck, so many. Like, we hung out a lot, man, in my 20s. a coworker, like party buddy. Thank you, Emil. But also down with the MC Frosty, which is why I'm even bringing this up. I respected this guy. Ugh, fuck. Sucks, man. Holding it back. I'm holding it back, guys. So yeah, what happened with him is he was obviously aware of what I was, the troubles that I was going on with Tommy McKay, the local cop, in not charging my sister for the fucking punching or whatever, and then on his Snapchat, he fucking saw these fucking somebody posting these fucking pictures, you know? That's Tommy McKay right there. And instantly, he fucking, like, that's illegal, by the way, for a cop to give their fucking vest and with weaponry to people at a fucking party where there's like alcohol being, you know, like you can't fucking do that shit. You know, pop it like it's cop, Tommy. So as soon as he saw these, like, Snapchat's quick, right? With where the fucking pictures, like, oh fuck, Jordan knows. Jordan wants these. Screenshot them right away. Next day, he's fucking sending them to me, bud. So that resulted in like movement towards, you know, like basically disgracing this Tommy guy. Shit, man. But it's sad. It's fucking sad. Nah, I'm not gonna cry. You're definitely a real one. Definitely a real one. Always fucking cracking jokes. Kind of look like fucking CM Punk. I think people call him that, Punk. I think that was one of his nicknames. I'll show you some more pictures. I don't have too many. I don't want to go through all those pictures, but I went on his Facebook page. So many fucking people showing respect. You know, it kind of looks like CM Punk. So many people showing respect. I know he had his daughter at a pretty young age. His son is pretty young right now, so loved his son. Fucking ladies, man. Not just ladies, man. Just fucking great, fun, positive person to be around. Knew how to talk. Don't be a snitch. I'm not being a snitch, man. He was posting the pictures and shit on Facebook too. It's not like he like besides me doing what I was doing, he was doing his own campaign against Tommy McKay, you know, on Facebook, and like putting the pictures out and shit like that and doing his own shit. After I started publicizing it, but yeah, that was him. Definitely a friend of Frosty, definitely a friend of Jordan, myself. He, you know, lived life to, you know, very fun. Like, he had a lot of fun. Oh, fuck. But, you know, we used to like sit beside each other at work, you know, and fucking, even like, you know, some of the chicks that he was girlfriends with, like I was friends with them, and, you know, they never really had any complaints about him, but he was, yeah, definitely a stud and fucking good vibes. Gonna miss, I hadn't chilled with him probably in a couple years, but every time we see each other, we're always fucking good. I knew him 2 days. No, I've known him for like, 18 years, 19 years. And then like that's when we were like friends. That's when we became friends. We became friends from work. And like I said, we worked together for like 7 years. I moved up in the company a little bit, and I was a supervisor for a bit as well. But, you know, get stoned before work, get stoned after work sometimes, and fucking. Thank you, John. Here, it's just, you know, it just sucks. I you know, like I've been telling you guys about people who've been passing away, and this one stings, bud. Whew. Yep, call center buddy. He was like, yeah, he's a little bit older than me, but he was definitely in like the scene when I was in high school, playing shows and stuff like that. He didn't go to my high school, but you know, he was at the shows. He was into punk. He loved his fucking gangster rap, big time. Fucking Dre, Snoop, all that fucking shit. But he also loved punk music. Yeah, I don't even have any weed. This is how crazy the crime is getting out there in Chicago, New York area. Some guys stole back. What? But like, he was down for the cause. Down with the MC Frosty cause. Do a stream with him. He seems cool. No. Sucks, man. You know, he was on my side. He was on my side. Not a lot of people in this city have been on my side, and willing to show it, willing to communicate, and willing to let me know, and actually do things to help my cause. You know, that's a friend. That's a friend. Oh yeah. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird, man. Like, you know, I got. Who knows, man? Just fucking. Whew. Enjoy your time here, guys. Enjoy it. You never know when it's gonna fucking go. And there was more to that story too. He was weird. There was, you know, potential of him helping me out in other ways, but that I didn't pursue. But yeah, it's crazy. Fuck. Like, you don't meet too many people who are just always in a good mood. And he was one of those guys. One of those guys. Smooth talker. No, it's not moonshine. It's just water. Just staying hydrated. I had a pretty big breakfast. I ate some bacon and eggs and some fries. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You know, I don't know. I don't really like, you know, I thank you guys. I just wanted to, you know, show you, I guess, a little bit more of my real side here. And I mean, this is how I pay respects to people. You know, fuck, man. Good dude. Good fucking dude. I'm pretty sure we've like hooked up with the same chicks too, you know? Like, so I know a couple chicks that he's hooked up, that I've hooked up with, that he's hooked up with too. And fucking almost like Eskimo brothers, you know? Shit. And this was his last Facebook post. So, you know, if we die, we die. That's what he says. It's life. John B. No, he was a friend. I wouldn't call him like a super close friend, but he was definitely a friend. He's a friend of Frosty and even more of a friend to me, Jordan Pops. You know, under the Frosty, we worked together for 7 years at this telemarketing place called Beauty Rock. Even when I left the company and came back, like I moved to Montreal for a few years and came back, he was there. He was there when I moved to Ottawa and came back. So yeah, about 7 years, coworkers. You know, we'd sit beside each other, party before work, smoke some fucking weed, go to fucking work. smoke weed after work, chill, party. Just sad because he was a good, like, he had his issues. But he was he was making for the troubles that he had in his life. He was making his life count. He started his own business, house painting. I know he has 2 kids. I'm not sure if he has 3. I think he has 2 kids. What up, Darcio? I don't know exactly how he passed away. I believe he passed away 2 days ago. I just went onto Facebook today and I started seeing all the rest in pieces to him. And this guy's a friend. This guy's a friend. Every time I see him, we fucking talk. Fucking yell. Like, last time I seen him, he yelled at me across the street, and I fucking go and talk to him. He was on his bike, saw me walking. And he was just asking me computer advice. I think he might have been going back to school or something too, or taking some courses. And he needed a good fucking computer for it. So he was just asking me, like, what he should look for to do different types of things. He was a little bit of a wild man. He was a wild man. Ladies loved him. Every dude I fucking know was cool with him. He was just funny guy. Funny guy, cool guy. Like live life fast, I guess. He's into fucking dirt biking, off-roading. He's in shape. Fucking he was like a rollerblader. He fucking was on his, like, ride his bike around town too. Oh, what up, be Nancy? I don't think he died of COVID, but I don't know how he died, but I don't think it was COVID. So thank you, Darcy. I appreciate that. But it could have been his own. It could have been his own doing. It wouldn't surprise me if it was something that he did to him. Like, I don't know. I can't speculate, guys. I don't know. None of the shit that I read said anything about the fucking cause of death. So I have no fucking idea. Maybe. We partied a lot in our 20s, so I don't know how he was these days. Thank you, Billabong Matt. But he was a friend. And as I mentioned, in terms of MC Frosty, this is why I'm bringing this up, actually. He was the person who saw these pictures of Tommy McKay when I was the local police officer who I had issues with. And this is highly illegal for a police officer to be giving other people his fucking vest at a fucking party where they're fucking drinking and shit like that. So this is Tommy McKay, who raised a pedophile. And this is him with giving his vest and his taser gun, restricted weaponry to fucking drunk people at a fucking party for photo ops. Okay. As soon as Dean saw this on Snapchat, pictures just disappear. I think on Snapchat, he knew my story. He fucking screenshot them and was sending them to me the next fucking day. And he also made his own big stink about this as well. It wasn't just me, because he's had issues with the cops as well. Like, he was no angel back in when I was younger. I don't think any of us were fucking angels. It's probably why we got along so well. And yeah, it's just when you work with somebody and you become friends with them, you spend a lot of time with somebody. If they sit beside you and you're fucking competing against each other for fucking sales and shit like that. Like 7 years I worked with that guy, and we built a friendship upon that. Crazy party story. I don't know if I have any, like, with him. I mean, I don't want to like he's got kids and shit, man. I don't want to like say anything too bad. He changed his life. He changed his life from when we were in our 20s, for sure. Whoops. But I'm just saying, he was on Team Frosty. He was on Team Frosty. And just me personally, he was a dude that was cool with, you know. Oh, these photos. These photos. So this was some party. This was some party like fucking 2 years. Wait, a year ago. I think New Year's 2021. And some chick at this party was taking pictures of this cop who was there, you know, cracking their bottle, in uniform, obviously, you know, and then fucking while on the fucking pay, this cop is like letting people carry his. So I don't know what this cop get fucking called to this house, and he's letting, like, you know, there's a bottle of fucking vodka right here. Like, he's fucking giving people his fucking vest while on the job with weaponry to likely drunk people, you know? So the point I'm saying is that's like, he knew me and he paid attention to all this fucking, you know, like, not everybody gives a shit about the stuff I was posting about the fucking Cornwall police and my personal problems with my, you know, whatever. But he paid attention to it, and he knew right away before these pictures disappeared on Snapchat or whatever, he fucking was screenshotting them and then sending me the next fucking day. Does this cop still work for the police? Yeah, I think he got promoted since this. But the point I'm saying is, like, he was a friend. He was a friend. There's you know, like, most people see my crazy shit and they just don't want to associate themselves with me. He was willing and open and willing to fucking associate with me, and help me out in my fucking shit. His name's Dean Patanella. He was a longtime friend. I've known him for like 18 years, something like that. I started working with him at a telemarketing place in Cornwall called Beauty Rock. You know, we sold pantyhose together. We sold children's books together for Grolier Scholastic. We sold double day book clubs, Columbia House. And you know, he was cool. Super nice guy. And, you know, when you're on the same shift with people who sit beside them, they're cool, you fucking become friends with them. You start hanging out with them outside of work. And so we'd hang out after work. We were both potheads and whatever else. And thank you, Richard J. But, you know, I've kept in touch with him, you know, I've kept in touch with him. Beyond these photos, he had, like, you know, other stuff that he was attempting to help me with as well. He was a popular guy. He was well liked, but you know, what I liked about him is that he was like improving his life. He was always trying to better himself. You know, he went on into business on his own, house painting. Like not outdoor, like indoor house painting. I don't know what's called. It's possible. I don't know how he passed. I can't speculate, but anything's possible. Thank you, Brandy Barjett. Thank you, that's gonna be vintage. I just wanted to come on here, guys, because this one stings a bit. Like, I have closer friends than him that I haven't seen or hung out with as recently as I've seen him and talked to him or kept in contact with him. So he was somebody who was on my side. So it means he was probably on everybody's side, to tell you. Any of his friends, he's one of those guys that were just like, you know, I'm friends with you. I'm fucking on your side. And I mean, I could tell you one story. It's not really like a good story. His girlfriend or something came over to my house one day because they were having problems or something like that, which is weird. Because you know, if I'm friends with a girlfriend and the guy, But anyway, she came over and was like upset that they're having problems, and then he fucking came over, and I actually kicked him. I actually kicked him out of my house, and I think I hit on his girlfriend that night. Shit, we didn't hook up or anything, but oh, fucking piece of shit. Anyway. We were still friends, though. We were still friends. We didn't let that shit get between us. But yeah, we you know, like we've hooked up. I know for a fact we've hooked up with like I know for a fact I've hooked up with girls that were his girlfriend at some point. He was a ladies' man. This guy was a ladies' man. He's you know. I mean, it made me look good to the girl that I kicked him out, but I think he was kind of pissed. I was just like, dude, I don't want to fucking deal with your fucking shit here. She was here first. You got to go, man. That's just the way it was. And I was friends with her as well. You know, I didn't want to make a fucking choice. So it was like first come, first served to my fucking friendship this day. But you ain't both staying here while you're fucking fighting. That was basically the fucking thing. Like she was in tears. And so I don't know. But, you know, we talked about it after and he understood. But you know, fucking, he loves, you know, he's you know, just loved his outdoor shit. Yeah. Motorbikes, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, boating. And yeah, just a good dude. And he like, you know, I feel bad for his kids. I don't think I've ever seen his kids. Maybe once I met his son. But yeah, he had a daughter. I think his daughter's teenage, and his son is I think under the age of 5 or something like that. Fighting for Dean's leftovers now. But mad respect for this guy. And mad respect for the direction, the shift. Like I'll say we were both fucking degenerates in our 20s. We were both fucking degenerates, man. You know, like our shift was 5 hours a fucking day at this telemarketing place, and he had the option for overtime. But he was good at his job. Near the end of my period at that job, actually, I was a team leader for five years, but at some point near the end, I moved to a different shift, and I was his team leader for a little bit, which is kind of fun. I was on coke and shit. I was on coke. I don't know what he was doing, but he was just a pothead. He was, I mean, he wasn't just a pothead, but he was a pothead. But I'm just saying, like, I spent a lot of time in my life with this guy at work, 7 years at least. I worked at that place for 10 years, and I like at least 7 years that he was there, and just you know, good guy. But like I said, he took care of his fucking shit, and he was you know, I mad respect for becoming self-employed and starting your own business. I know that shit ain't easy. He was very proud of his work. Like if I showed you his fucking page, his Facebook, it was like a lot of his work. He's a very proud guy, and he took care of his fucking kids. You know. Yeah, I'm still a degenerate. Yeah, no, I'm still a degenerate. I was just saying in our 20s, that's when we didn't spend so much time in our 30s together. I honestly, yeah, like I don't know. A lot of the friends I had in my 20s, I didn't like since I had my child and stuff like that, and then since I don't know, whatever. I don't hang out with a lot of people. But it wasn't like I see this guy in the street and we fucking just, you know, wave, you know, we stop, we talk, we fucking see how it's going, and it's always a hug at the end of our fucking when we see each other, always a hug. So I don't do that with everybody. 3 people who passed away in I mentioned Todd, and I also mentioned Matt, hardcore hypocrite. I didn't know Todd. I maybe met him once. I know he had a really bad reputation in town in a lot of ways, but but I know a lot of people who cared about him. So I respect his passing. But Matt I only met recently, like within the last 2 years. Actually, I met Matt when I was in my band, Erebus, and he would come to the shows. He was a fan, and then he was a fan of MC Frosty as well. But he never came to any of my shows. But he was getting weird near the end, man. He was getting weird near the end, and I kind of like I just kind of ignored him, which is sad. That I was just like, I just found out like last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, that Matt passed away or something too. But yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah, I wouldn't say Dean was a best friend, but I would say like he was a friend. He was a friend, like he was, and we spent enough time hanging out together, and it was good times. I don't know. But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who've been passed away. Like my buddy Bud passed away. I think 2 years ago now or something. And I did a collaboration with MC Frosty with him as his rap name was Fat Addict in our song Trollin'. There was a girl that I used to hang out with, Melissa Scott. She passed away. Rest in peace, her as well. So I've told you guys about a few people. But what up, Joel Shipley? Thank you guys. But I'm just thank you, Olivia. Like normally I'm pretty happy, guys. Okay, this one fucking stings just because like I knew Dean was on my side. I knew Dean, and not just my side, like everybody's side. That was his friend. He's a very caring guy. Very caring guy. Whatever. You want me to cry? I'm almost there, dude. I'm almost there. I don't even care if you laugh, bro. You're just exposing yourself. Candace is my baby mama's sister. So I was well aware of her. Issues. Mark, yeah, Mark. I think if you're talking about Mark Tile, yeah, I was in my hustling days. I was acquainted with him. I think I heard a story that he wanted to rob me one time. His plan was to, and still rest in peace. You know what I mean? I partied with him once or twice. His plan was to knock on my door one day and then dummy me upside the head with some type of fucking blunt object and then rob me. Yeah. So you know what I mean. But he had he had his problems, right, when he got kidnapped there. I remember hearing about that or reading about that. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know Gia. I don't know. Anyway, just so you guys know, I don't fuck with that Fent shit. All right, I don't fuck with that. You don't have to worry about that. My drug usage is probably actually a lot less than I make it out to believe. Outside of MC Frosty, I'm stimulated probably most of the time you see me on the MC Frosty show, but outside of the show, there's really no point in me doing it. Yeah. Yeah. When I grew up tragic, I realized, like the main purpose for my hustling was to basically support my own habit, but I didn't really, I didn't really consider the effect I had on other people's lives, how I was enabling their addictions, and whether they got it from me or got it from someone else, they were still going to do it, right? But um, it's just I used to hook up a lot of friends, man. I used to hook up a lot of friends, and then I eventually, and I still feel I regret that. I regret ruining playing a part in ruining other people's lives that I cared about. So, do I have a naloxone shot laying around just in case? No. Oh, you're heading over. Hey, Joel, come on by. Um, but yeah. Candace was my my baby mama's, so my daughter's aunt. Um, that was sad. I was well aware of her substance issues, but she was supportive of me, even after my baby mama and I broke up. She was always you know nice, that kind of thing. Yeah, well, no, it's retrospect, man. It's retrospect. It's retrospect. Like, I went through it. But I know I wouldn't go get back into it. You know, at least not hooking up people I care about. That's what I mean. Like, whatever, other people, like, whatever. If it was business, it was business. But people that and, like, just to put it in perspective, like, like, having your friends owe you their paycheck. Well, at the time, it is necessary, but not cool. Not cool. Don't mix business and friendships, man. Like, fuck. But yeah, this guy was just a good dude, and he meant something to me. He meant something to me, and he was supportive of this crazy fucking MC Frosty thing that I've been fucking doing. You know what I mean? And, like, where some friends of mine be like, "Oh, Jordan's crazy for fucking dissing the cops or calling out the cops." Like, this guy was like, "Let me help you. Let me help you." Anyway, I'll miss him. Always a fucking smile on this guy's fucking face, Rest in peace, Dean. Whew. So yeah. Yeah, Joel's coming over. I think he just finished an album or something like that. So I wanted to just listen. He asked me to listen to it, and I was like, "Yo, dude, why don't you come over and we'll listen to it together?" So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't. I'll probably turn the stream off. I'll send you my address now. There, dude. I'll probably turn the stream off while we listen to it, unless he wants to listen to it with you guys. I don't know, but if he wants to stream, I can hop on the drums or something, and he can. Well, this is kind of like guys. I don't show you guys the real me very often. Okay, like, I am holding back some tears. Okay, this is sad to me. I know I am almost always positive vibes as well, but because he has actually helped me out in terms of MC Frosty as well. And I've created content because of the information or that he's given me, because of the photos that he's given me to incriminate a police officer that violated my rights, you know? So it's like, everybody will die, guys. Everybody will die. You know, I mean, and that was his attitude as well. He's like, you know, we're all gonna die. And what I liked about Dean is that he was one of the people who, like, he lived in the moment. Like, he lived fast. He lived in the moment, and he was a positive energy. And I know not just to me. That's probably why he fucking slayed so much pussy, was because he was just a likable fucking person. I don't know. I would assume he's a fucking decent looking guy or something too. Like, I'm not like he seems like a good looking guy. Like, you know what I mean? Do the ladies think he's a good looking guy? Like, I don't know. He seems like a stud. Anyways, his personality I think counted too. Like, anyway. But yeah, hardcore hypocrite. Like you're saying, there's a lot of people, and like, it's just, you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this was drug related, man. That's a fucking shame. That's a fucking shame. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. It wouldn't surprise me because, like, you know, we weren't angels. We weren't angels when we hung out with each other. Make a song for Dean. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It wouldn't be under MC Frosty though. Maybe. I don't know. I'm showing my respects now. You know, this is something that, like, you know, he had all my love, man. He had all my love. And he had the love of a lot of people. Like, I don't know anybody who had a fucking, like, I don't think this guy had any enemies, you know what I mean? I don't know. But he, you know, I respect someone who has their own business, man, and takes care of their fucking kids, you know, more than I've been able to do. Fuck, and that's you know, suck. Dean was more of a man than I am. Good guy. Good fucking guy. Yeah. I would have fucked him if I was Krog. For sure. Probably had a big dick too. He was a shorter guy, but he didn't have like a Napoleon complex or anything. So I assume that's because he had a big dick. No. Cheers, fucking Dean, man. Loved his beer. He loved his beer. Many a time, fucking, he's rollerblading downtown, rollerblading, sees me, fucking got a backpack full of beer. Here you go, bud. Nah. More of a man than me, and fucking willing to help me in my crazy shit, man. In my anti-authoritarian, fucking deluded, fucking whatever the hell I'm doing here, man. Maybe. He loved hi, Mary recording. Thank you. cool guy. Like, I don't even fucking, like, out of all the people that I worked with at that place, like, at least the dudes that I don't, like, I can't even say I'm still friends with any of them. Like, I don't know. Sucks. But he had this, people who, I'm not like a motorbiker or a dirt biker or any of that shit. Like, cause I'm like, it's dangerous. That's dangerous. He wasn't that kind of guy. And again, this is his last Facebook post. His birthday was in January, early January. But if we die, we die. It's life. We're all gonna die someday, somehow. And that was his mentality. I respect that. Live in the now, guys. Don't take shit for granted. Yeah, I Darcy, you're absolutely right. I accept that I'm gonna die someday too. I've been like, my self-fulfilling prophecy here is since I like in my 20s I didn't give a shit. So I was like, I'll be lucky to live past 40. I know when I was with this really like this, don't say this to your significant other that you think you're gonna die at a certain age, guys. Don't because that fuck, like when I told my I don't know if we had our child yet, but when I told my baby mama that like I didn't think I was gonna live past 40, like that kind of like scared her and shit, because I don't know. I figured all the drugs I did in my 20s were gonna fucking. And by the way, I turned 40 in like 3 months, and that'll be then like I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to die anymore, and I don't want to fucking I enjoy life now and shit. So, but yeah. Why is it that none of the scumbags that have died? Fuck, I don't know what you would define as a scumbag. Fuck. I don't know. Frosty used to be emo. No, I was not. I was never emo. You never see meth heads dying, do you? I don't know. I don't even know too many, like meth heads. I don't even really know. But I'm probably the biggest meth head I know, and I think if you like if they're combining that shit with fucking opiates, potent opiates, then that's where there's problems. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Sad. Yeah, I do. And that's why it's important. It's important for me to show respects like this for someone that I did care about, and someone that impacted my life, and someone I've spent a lot of time, like a lot of time with. Yeah, I know it's not like, when you're working together, you're not like always interacting, but together. But like, you forge relationships based on proximity, and you get to know people, and he just happens to be one of the guys that our friendship went beyond a work relationship, and it actually turned into something that like carried on till fucking his passing, even though we didn't talk all the time. Like I sent him a happy birthday on his birthday, and like I only have like 200 friends on my Facebook, and between us, we have 44 mutual friends. So like, you know, we're in the same group. I know a lot of girls, like a lot that have been his girlfriend, and you know, like I've never heard of him being fucking abusive or fucking anything. You know, maybe he drank a bit too much and get mouthy, but I've never heard of him fucking, you know, violently being with any, and like I was friends with them, so they would tell me if shit was going on, you know. So it's like no, but Ron, I don't know how he passed. I haven't found that out. It could be, it's a complete speculation right now. See, I don't think he was vaxxed. I don't think he was vaxxed because of this was his last Facebook message. So he was kind of, this doesn't mean he wasn't vaxxed. You know, he had his own business. He had his own business, which is painting, indoor painting. So he may have been required to be vaxxed for that or something. I don't know. I have no idea. That's like, I don't ask people that. I don't ask anybody if they're vaxxed. Like, I don't ask any of my friends. It doesn't really matter to me. I have no idea. This is not an anti-vax. This is not an anti-vax thing. This is an maybe an anti-mandate type thing, but not sure. Not sure. But I have this fear. I have this theory that like, you know, I'm not saying that he is, you know, a substance. I haven't gotten high with this guy in like over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, but in our 20s, we got high enough. So if like the vaccine is causing heart problems for people, you know, or that kind of shit, and like, you know, people have, you know, if people have done, you know, a lot of like for instance, myself, I'll give you an example of myself. You know, like I did a lot of cocaine in my 20s, right? So like, and up to like 33 or so, like daily, all day. Okay, so I don't really know the effect that that's had on my heart. Okay, so like if I was to get vaccinated and get some myocarditis or whatever like that, like, you know, that might be me. That might be me too. Oh, another one, hardcore hypocrite that passed away, Brad Bonk there too. That was another one. I don't know what happened with him, but I speculate he's something in the fucking. Am I going to the funeral? I would go to Dean's funeral. Yeah. I haven't been. I don't know what's up. I haven't gone to any funerals of any of the people that I've known who have passed. But I would have went to Bud's. When he passed away, but there was restrictions on COVID shit, and I didn't go. I don't even fucking know, man. Like. Darcy, as far as I know, yes. What I understood was that he did get vaxxed, and like 2 weeks later, I think he passed away. However, also, I as far as I can tell here, his father, I think, passed away like within a week of him before him passing away. I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't know, but you know, a lot of these people that are passing away, have had substance abuse issues in their past as well. So I can't really, you know, I don't know. I don't know why. Girl got killed. Crazy. It's cremation. But I'm just showing you guys. I do have a heart. I do have a little bit of a heart. There are people out there, you know, that I do care about. You know, it's just he was a good dude. He's a good dude. You know, he had kids, right? So he might have gotten vaccinated for his kids' sake or whatever. Like I don't know. Is IP2 invited to my funeral? Yeah. Yes, all of you, anybody who wants to celebrate my death is welcome to attend that. I won't put any restrictions in my will for my death. You know, Dread can shit on my grave if he wants to. I'll save it. I'll put a little fucking. I'll put a little. Ask to put a little pot there. He can also give head to my fucking erect fucking dead dick. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not vaccinated either. If I do get vaccinated, I would get a physical done before. I would see a doctor and I would get the recommendations. That's how I do that type of shit. No, Frosty didn't die. Ron said Frosty is IP2 invited to my funeral. So I was just making some jokes. I said yes. Anybody's welcome. But yeah, life's short, guys. Life's short, guys. I mean, I have a song called "Death Is Coming," which kind of encourages people to live their life. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. It sucks that if all this social gathering shit, wasn't restrictions weren't in place or whatever. I would probably be seeing a lot more people more frequently than I have. So you never know. But I saw him during the pandemic. It was just one day I was walking down the street and he was riding his bike and called me over. Had a good little chat. Do I want to be buried or cremated? I don't care. I don't care. I don't know. I should probably do a will. I should probably get a will done at some point, though. My billions of crypto assets. I have to leave my secret key phrase. Yeah, I don't know what Joel's album's name is, but that's likely what I'm just gonna. I think he's on his way now. It's pretty snowy outside. There's been like a fucking big snowstorm and shit. But yeah, man, there's people that are just like, lifetime friends, I like Dean wasn't like, he wasn't like a best friend. He wasn't anything like that, but he was, just someone I happened to have spent a lot of time with. He was a boy, he was one of my boys. And as I said, I highly respected his progress towards being a better what's that word for your family, like provider, being a better provider for his family. I know, like me, I'm not a manual labor type guy, you know what I mean? So that like my roommate or my landlord asked me to help paint. I'm like, yeah, paint a room. Like, yeah, no, like I don't do that shit. I should paint this fucking room though. It was before the winter. So September of last year, maybe August. He was riding by on his bike, waved me down, went over and talked to him. shot the shit, and he was just asking me computer advice, like what kind of computer. Because if I recall, he was thinking about taking some courses or something like that. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could show you a whole bunch of pictures of shit. Like, the amount of support that or not support, but the amount of like acknowledgement and condolences are just going on his Facebook pages is incredible. Like, there's so many people I don't even know half the people that are saying good shit about him, but it's all fucking positive shit. And you know, like I said, he's been through enough. He been through rough times in his life, but I like. I don't know. He made it through. He made it through and kept going. And then whatever happened here, I don't know. I don't know. Between all the people who have listed who have passed, how many children do you think have lost a parent out of all of those? Shit, man. Okay, so Dean had two. I think, at least, but I know he definitely had two. A daughter and a son. Candace had four, I believe. So that's six. And my baby mama adopted one of them. So one of Kansas's kids is now my daughter's, I guess, like adopted sister or something, I guess now. Cousin, anyway, whatever. Mark, fuck. He had, I think he had at least a couple. So it's 8. I know he had at least one. So we'll say 7. Matt had a kid? I never knew about Matt's kid. I'm pretty sure Matt was bisexual. I didn't know he had a kid though. He never told me about his kid. Candace is well, she passed away, I think, last year. Yeah, last year. I believe it was from an overdose of the perp, fentanyl. I am privy to much of her substance abuse. Like she actually lived with me. Her dad passed away from an overdose. I was privy to that entire fucking situation as well. My baby mama is not like that though. She's no. Yeah. Okay. So hardcore hypocrite. I've said I've said she, I haven't agreed with the way she's treated me, but when people like, she's in her core, she's a good person, and she cares for people a lot. So I haven't tried to take things out on fucking. I've really left my baby mama out of all this shit with my sister and all that kind of stuff, and I haven't, I don't know. She just doesn't like me for whatever reasons, and I've really tried not to put a lot of pressure on her or throughout this entire thing without me seeing my daughter and stuff like that. I thought that she'd eventually come back to. Anyways, whatever. That situation was getting better as well, though. Just so you guys know. But who else? Yeah, I don't know about Matt. Who else did we say? Brad. Brad didn't have any kids. Yeah, I didn't know Christian. I don't know who that was. Bud. See, I don't. Bud didn't. I don't think Bud passing away was anything to do with any substances. I don't know for sure, but he had 3 kids, 2 or 3 kids too. He was the first one to pass away. Melissa Scott, I think she had 1 or 2 kids. I think that was suicide though, if I recall. Rest in peace. And she, I hung out with her like fucking when I was younger, around my 20s and stuff. But she was always cool. Yeah, I know. Spectre Des. I've been thinking about it. I have to have a will. I have to have a will. I do have a buddy who will take care of my crypto. So I, whatever, shared my key with a trustworthy person. But you never know. My royalties and stuff like that. My music ain't going anywhere. So I gotta like that, even if it is half a cent for every listen for the rest of existence, that should be going somewhere. I don't have any debt though. I have no consumer debt, so I know I'm not leaving any debt to anybody if I were to pass away today or tomorrow or whenever, So, but the rights to my content and all that. That's something that I need to address. So yeah, like this type of shit, man. When people pass away, it makes you a little bit self analytical. There was no beef between me and Dean. I have complete love for that guy, and like we were friends. We're friends. So like, I'll miss him. It's sad. I feel for his family. But yeah, so like we'll say out of all those people, fucking like 10 kids are left with one of their parents because of whatever. But this one stinks. And I hate to say it. I hate to fucking say it, guys. The trend is not getting better. So, yeah, Bill Baumat, another buddy passed away not too long ago. So there's different levels of friendship, right? And a lot of it has to do with how long I've known the person, and how much time I've spent with that person, and how we interact, and that kind of thing. And Dean is a buddy. Bud was a buddy. Matt, I didn't know him very long. He was a good guy, a good guy, but he was, substance wise, he was way fucking worse than me. And I started, and I don't want to talk shit about him, but I was concerned when he started fucking messaging me, who's not that close with him, to like borrow $40 and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, no. And that was probably the last time I interacted with Matt Forget, was like, $40 is a magic number, right, guys? So I don't want to, guys, I don't try to glamorize drug use. Just, the worse I look, about with drugs and shit like that, hopefully the effect on you is that you don't want to do drugs. Okay. That's kind of what, you know what I mean? That's the way that I approached it. Like with I Like Meth, like I tried to make myself look like a piece of shit. I didn't glamorize it. I tell you that meth can kill you in the fucking hook. I tell you I hate meth at the end of the song is the punchline. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back and forth between I like meth, I hate meth. You know what I mean? That's the real fucking shit about addiction and drug abuse, is that like you like it and then you hate it, and then like to get rid of the hate, you do it again and you like it, and it's it's a big cycle. And $41. Oh shit. $1 for some fucking chewing gum or something. Do Satanists believe in heaven? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Do I believe in heaven or hell? No. Do I believe that life continues on? Potentially. Do I want to be buried or cremated? I don't know, man. I don't think it makes a difference to me. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'll let everybody know though. If I die tomorrow, like I'm satisfied with the work that I've done and like the legacy that I leave. Like the MC Frosty on the outside of the music that I put in, it's pretty ridiculous. But if you look into the things, if you actually like absorb the lyrics and some of the stuff, you get a good feel for I guess my essence. And I'm proud to leave that. And I'm happy that I've been able to live the last, I'm in my 5th year of living. Actually, well, 6th year since I've had a job and I've been living independently. It sucks that I haven't seen my daughter in the last 3 years, but I'm still in contact, and that will happen this year. I'm pretty much guaranteeing it. Meth abuse is not healthy. Abuse of any type of substance is not healthy, whether it be sugar, whether it be caffeine, whether it's nicotine, whether it's fucking steak. It's not, too much of anything is not good. Moderation. If people in this city are dying from fentanyl, it's because they're not used to this fucking super fent that's coming out, which is apparently this purple fent. I don't do opiates. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't even do that much drugs. I don't buy from anybody I don't fucking know. And yeah, I don't know. That's not a risk. But anyway, so I just want to share this to you guys. This is something that does affect me. I have a friend coming over now. Joel's coming over, and we're gonna hang out. He didn't know Dean very well or at all, but it's just sad. It's just sad, guys. I woke up and I saw shit, and I wanted to share that with you. I want to share that, like, as selfish, as arrogant, as fucking, I don't know. Actually, am I arrogant on here? Sometimes, probably. But as selfish as I may seem, I do actually care for people, and people. When people who mean something to me, pass it. I do like to show them respect in my own way. You guys have no idea who this fucking guy is, but I'm leaving a good impression in the universe of this guy who was a good guy to me, and I know he's a good guy to other people. I know he was taking care of his fucking kids. I know he was working hard. I never heard, like I said, his relationships. I was friends with his girlfriends. I've never heard like a physically abusive fucking scenario between any of them. If anything, like maybe he had, he's in his 20s, maybe drank too much and whatever. I don't know. But he was working to better his life, and it's a tragedy if he, I hope it wasn't fucking substance related, but it's possible. It's possible. You would like to stream? Well, I'm gonna ask him. Maybe we'll, like, he plays the guitar, so maybe we'll jam out a bit or something. Delete the love song. Yeah, but anyway, thank you guys. It feels good to put this out. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not the same fucking typing to people, and like, he played a role in the development of MC Frosty, as I mentioned, by sending me those pictures about an issue that was personally important to me, and I turned it into something that I was able to exploit through MC Frosty, and that's the ruination of Tommy McKay, essentially. Fuck Tommy McKay. And that Tommy McKay raised a fucking pedophile, bro. So anyway, I'm gonna just wait for Buddy. Make sure he doesn't fucking not freezing outside or something. And if he wants to stream, maybe he'll want to debut his album with you guys on here or something. We'll listen to everybody, but we'll leave this stream as it is. Rest in peace, Dean Patanella, man. You were a fucking friend. You know, we didn't talk all the time, but when we did, it was fucking amazing. One of the most, like, I don't want to say the most. I hate speaking extremes, but he was a positive energy all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Smiles. You know, I respect him, and like I said, this guy's he was more of a man than I am. So I respect him, and I was honored to fucking, you know, have him as a friend. And I've, you know, much condolences to his family, much condolences to the many other people that he's touched. And like I said, none of us are fucking angels, but he was doing his best. He was doing his fucking best, and I applauded him for that. And yeah, cry my ass off. So thank you guys. All right, so I might be back later. Thanks guys for being here while I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel, and you know, thank you. All right, later.